Hi there, it's Elisa from AK Educational Consulting. And I am back today because I want to talk just a little bit about self care, particularly for teachers. Um, and I kind of laugh as I use that term self care because if you are a teacher or you know a teacher, you probably know that that is not really a favorite term of educators anymore, particularly since COVID. There has been a lot of talk about self care because we have a lot of teachers experiencing things like burnout and toxic stress and compassion fatigue. And typically, when there is talk of self care, it is things like candles and massages and taking a bath and having some wine or chocolate. Um, and it's so much more than that. And I think that those things are tangible things that people feel that they can gift to teachers, or you know, parents can send in flowers and chocolates, and those things are great little gifts and reminders that um, we are seen and appreciated as educators, and I'm not discounting that. But what I'm getting at is that truly the idea of really true self-care, caring for ourselves, is so much bigger than that. And so I just wanted to share a couple of things. And I think I'm going to probably do a few videos on this. Um, but I wanted to start here with the 6 types of self-care. So they're listed here on the screen: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, relationship, and professional. And I got started thinking about this because I recently took a self care assessment. And as a person who enjoys goal setting and setting daily intentions for myself and trying to be very self aware, um, I thought that I was doing better than I actually am at caring for myself. And so I think a lot of educators and, you know, parents can relate to this, nurses can probably relate to this, lots of different categories of people, um, that we think we're doing a better job than we actually are. And there are some pretty big gaps in how we care for ourselves. And so after I took the assessment that was based on these 6 types of self care, and I calculated my score and basically turned that into a letter grade for each of these 6. I had a B in physical self care and a D or an F in every single other category. And I was really shocked because I thought that I was doing a little bit better. But when I really sat down and looked at what goes into each of these types, I really wasn't doing a very good job. So uh, I want to, in if this becomes a series of videos, which it may, I want to break down each of these 6 self-care types and talk about what factors into each of these. What are things that we can or should be doing in each of these areas to really care for ourselves and our wellness? And then eventually, I want to talk about this idea of collaborative care in schools, because I think we do need to care for ourselves as individuals, um, but we also need to ensure that our work environment and our school culture is one that we are caring for ourselves collectively. So that's, I think, sort of where we are going to head with this. It's something that certainly I feel really strongly about as somebody who has struggled with finding balance in my personal and my professional lives for most of my career. And I see most of the educators that I've ever worked with have struggled with the same thing. So I'm hoping that this will maybe bring some self awareness to each of us in terms of where we're doing well and where we could do a little bit better. Um, so I hope that you'll join me on this little journey that we're going to take. And I will hopefully see you back here next time when we will actually dive straight into the first type of self care, which is physical self care. So until then, I will see you next time.